video is going to be the most unalgorithmic thing ever. But yeah, time has passed since whatever, as evidenced by like my ever-growing hair and also the dirtiest state of my jeans that I've worn for maybe just like a week straight. So yeah, you can figure out what day of the week it is by the state of my jeans. If they're light blue, it's a Monday. If they're, right now they're slightly brown, so that probably means it is Wednesday. Well, there we go. I've got more than enough coffee to drown the small family, and although I'm slightly worried because I've got this, which I think is 2 litres. Maybe that's one, I don't know, but like this is however much it is. But this bottle had water in it and was sat at the bottom of my bag, just pretty much going stagnant. And I've just emptied it out, and I kind of gave it a wash, but there's like some crystallization formed on the top, and I don't know, there's definitely some anaerobic bacteria in there. If you've made it past the first 30 seconds, well done, because that's when like views will fall off. But this is just going to be like a huge yap and a big like chinwag. And if you're in for that, like that's great. I kind of looked into analytics and stuff because I had a bunch of videos that just randomly kind of popped off. And I was like, oh, cool, that's really good. I've done something right here. Let me keep going. And then I switched up a little bit of stuff, trying to get a bit more like poignant, the exact opposite of what I'm doing now. But I think my cortisol's a bit like high. That's such a weird way. My cortisol's high. But yeah, I'm just gonna like chit chat, but it's just like girl boss energy. I'm just gonna do whatever, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, I had a bunch of videos that did well, and then I was like, okay, let me try and like lean into it a bit. I've had like the worst video in ages. The views on the like previous 4 had all been like near 200, which is amazing. Which is like fucking incredible. And I think one of them got over 300. And it's like, okay, let me like really go for this. And it's like, oh, what's like a good topic that fits like a niche? Like you can't overthink a breakup, and it's like that's kind of good. It's stuck on 40. Like 4 days later. I think the retention's so much better on it, which is like, that's the thing to be looking at, because I can't control how much like they push it to people. But it's like it's not really slightly disheartening. It is what it is. And like, if I like maintained the thing of, oh, this is what I need to do to, I don't know, be of any value in the universe, then I'm going to be feeling, oh, I've done shit. But I've now accepted the yap, and this is the most yap-tastic video, but my brain is like all over the place. It's just thinking like so much about random stuff. I mean, but no, it's good. It's good stuff. Like, it's just difficult to control because, I mean, the other day I was sitting at a bus stop and to go to the gym, and my bus was like 5 minutes due, and then it got delayed to like 20. I was like, well, okay, what the fuck's going on here? Literally, as the bus is coming towards us, it breaks down. It breaks down. And then the replacement bus, it's rush hour traffic, like school pickup or whatever. And it's right by 2 schools. And so there's huge traffic, and you've got a double decker taking up one half of the road. And then the replacement bus comes to like go behind it a few minutes later, just can't get past. It just can't get past. And then, oh my God, the replacement bus finally overtakes over like 8 minutes later, and then just drives past the stop. Like, what the fuck? But in all of that time I was waiting for the bus for like 50 minutes, which I guess like in some like third world countries where buses run 2 times a day, you're thinking, well, wonderful, that is absolutely delightful. But no, in the UK, like, it's a bus every 8 minutes, mate. Like, give me my fucking bus. But yeah, in that time, I was just sort of ambling around, and I used the complete absence or like lack of doing anything else to just stare at a plant and sort of think, what can I learn about this plant from just looking at it? And because I'd done it previously, I remember walking about, it must have been like a year ago or something, I just kind of looked at a tree, and you can look at something but you don't really see it. This is like a type of thing where it sounds crazy, unless you like know what he's talking about. There's a bunch of philosophy that's written. I think it might be Kyrgyzstan is, in a nutshell, is a YouTube channel. But the philosopher that begins with K, that dude, if you know him, you know him. Ironic, because I'm about to, it's like his whole thing. But he begins a book, and it's basically just, this will only like be useful or make sense to you if you already know it. So in which case you might as well not read the book. But there is a certain like, there's definitely a truth to that. You kind of have to live these things. I mean, Steve. Oh, I watched Wolf of Wall Street the other day. Steve Madden. So, again, super random. Whoever caught that, like niche reference. That's not really niche. Everyone's seen Wolf of Wall Street. But if you are, amazing, good work. But yeah, Steve Jobs said, what was he said? He said something like, he said a quote that I remember hearing that years ago, and then the other day I like actually deeped it because I kind of had the quote for myself. It was about, you kind of realize that everything around you has been built by humans and like come from the human mind. And I mean, it's obvious. Like I can say that to you, and be like, oh yeah, of course, man. Like, where else did it come from, man? It's like the phone just materialized, like your jacket just appeared. No, of course it's built by humans. But it was sat on the bus. Not the bus that broke down. This would be like the bus a few days ago. And I remember like coming over a hill and just sort of looking, I was like, fuck, like this has all come from like human like intellect. It was so weird. It was really, really weird because I kind of appreciated that you can think of someone, can bring it into reality. And like, I mean, no, if I ask you how to build a house, you know, okay, well, like you need bricks, you need concrete. How do you make bricks? Okay, well, you get clay. You kind of do something. Like, how do you get clay? It's like, well, and then how do you get mortar? Like, how do you design it? You see, it's all of this stuff that I don't think anyone knows it all the way down. Or like some people do, like Elon Musk or like Tesla cars. Like that dude just like knows all of them way down. But no one knows everything all the way down. And it's like the world is a product of the cumulative effort of like the entire human race. It's really cool. Do you reckon there's probably something that like once we figured it out, like we just don't know how to make anymore? Like once you know how to make concrete, or like it's just, you kind of just have concrete. Obviously you still need some people that still know how to make it, but I don't even know what I'm saying there. Anyways, quote that can philosophy. That I've got to like delve into a subject and then go back up the layers, like Inception. See, look, this is what I'm saying. Like my just bam, 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 like seeing connect. That sounds like way too like I see through like the Matrix or whatever. This sounds weird, but it's good. Yeah, a certain type of philosophy that you only really, once you read it, you only get it if you've lived it. But the thing with what the fuck was I even talking about? With like buses, waiting for a bus. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can remember. Looking, but not seeing. I've got it. Yeah, I can kind of look at anything, and then I feel like seeing it, or you can like see it in like different layers. So I was looking at like this tree randomly ages ago, and I sort of noticed that all of the leaves on it on one side were like facing the sun in like a different way. I was like, oh shit, like this little thing, like I can see the tree, but then it's like I can see it does make sense. If I like notice this thing about the tree, I can infer something about it from this, and that's really interesting. I noticed, so then I just thought, I wonder if I can do it again while I was waiting for the 1 hour long bus, and I noticed that I was like, there's got to be something I can figure about this plant if I just look, and like there's a bit of voice in the back of my mind just like, yeah, no, you're not, what the hell are you doing? Like just wait for the bus, mate. But it didn't want it's instead of just like, I don't know, like turning my brain off, like it's pretty good to just I don't know, it's interesting. Like I remember having this experience with the tree, but like, oh, that's really cool. I was wondering if I could do it again. And then like randomly after like 4 minutes, it kind of clicked, like a little bit of pattern recognition. Noticed that, oh, the green bits on the end of the like the shoots because they like split off. That's like this year's. Oh, which means that like if it split off last year as well, and I could like say that it like had split here and then here and then here and then here, I could count how many splits there'd been and I could figure out how old the plant was. And I think I like added 1 year on or something because like it was obviously planted with one or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I also noticed that the shoots that like split off, like if they branched off like this, like that and that and that, just imagine like two connections like here, and then it branches out. Like a probability tree, if you know what that is from, oh my God, maths. But then all the ones on the underside, like a lot of the ones on the underside had died, probably because they didn't get enough sunlight. And it's just like a little random thought about a bush for you. What happened that gym day? That was a really, really good gym day. Because I was an hour late. I'm like fashionably late with me and my friends. I'm fashionably late with my friends. Those are bad qualities to have. But I think I arrived and they had both gotten like PRs. One of them been gunning for 65 for ages. And I was like so happy he got it. He's got weird form though. He weighs about like 60 kg. And like, oh my God, the form is... I think it's probably quite good form, but everything's. If you imagine like his body, okay, this is like his like this bit, okay. What have I spilt on me? I've not pissed myself. So and then it kind of like, and then his head's here and his like legs are here. All right, so it like curves around like that. And what he does is he'll like load into this. But then he kind of like really throws up with his legs, but it's like balanced on like a tentacle. I think maybe just because he doesn't really, I don't think he takes too much in like his arms. Like, I mean, obviously he has to like hold the weight and stuff, but I never have lift off. And I think it's kind of good because it's trained like my arm. I just have like better stability. I like very much to just like boom, boom. And this is not like optimal form. If I could have like a huge arch in my back and then I really push out with my legs, I could get a lot more. I say that I don't think I could because I do it so horribly that I think I would probably just end up like doing something bad. But it means that when he does it, it either goes really good for him, which it did this time, and he's just kind of rolling the dice again and again, or it kind of he can come too far down too easily. And then we had times when it's nearly like crushed his skull in, and those are always funny. But yeah, he finally got 65, which he'd been gunning for ages, and then the next day he got it again, which means that he really should be able to get more. No, like he's completely geeked out on like 6-7 stuff, and so I would jump to 70 because I'm like way too bad at just going like in 5s. Oh, sorry, in 10s. Like there was a point where I just went like over the course of like a month, like 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That was a crazy month. And now I'm sort of going in slower little chunks of 5, but I don't know if I'd ever stoop into the level of 2.5. Actually, no, I did because I got 115. And yeah, okay, so that's a chunk of 5. What am I talking about? Yeah, I went from like 100 to then 105 to 110. Yeah, and then I like went up in 5s. Yeah, you're never catching me on what will like my next one be. But yeah, I'm not doing a 122.5. Like it's too little at that point. Just it's 2.5 kg. It's like nothing. It's like nothing. It doesn't exist. And then as soon as you add another 2.5 kg on, then you're fucked. But that's lifting for you. But yeah, it was really, really good for him. And then my mate, my tool mate, got his 80 kg bench, which is crazy. The dude's like 6'6". Like he weighs about 80 kg, so he's like just done his body weight, and yeah, like he did the full range of motion and everything for like a dude with like the longest arms I've ever seen is ridiculous. In like my friendship group, like in my friendship group, he's got the second highest bench, and like by a lot. It's ridiculous. Like he's mocked everyone below him because, like, I don't know. I can get away with it because like I'm like 5'8", 5'9", so I got mini arms, and compared to him, I'm very like packed together. There's not like a huge risk of injury. I'm like a little brick, and so I can get away with doing whatever. But this guy is just he goes to the shadow realm, he takes energy, and he puts them back into the bench. It's genius. He takes negative energy from the shadow realm and then converts it into gains. Like the conservation of energy means it's perfect. It is actually beautiful. My phone is lagging so much right now. I don't know. Someone's been calling me today. I think it was. I think it might be my nan. So I might just call her back soon. But yeah, I wonder if they're calling me again. But yeah, and then that day I finally got. I was supposed to, but I wasn't supposed to. I wanted to get a 120 bench at Christmas or the New Year. 2 months have elapsed since, and I've only got it today. I had like a big fall off in bench with just like my training. It's not optimal for like what I do for it, but I don't know. It was really weird. I went into this with the mental of just it was so vibey. I didn't put on like any crazy dark or like edity music. I think One Direction was on. So everybody wanna steal my girl, like that one. And I think that was on my ears. And then I was just sort of sitting there like, because I'd done 100 and done 110, both of which were really good. And previously, I think it'd been a few days since I'd done bench again. And yeah, and this was like just a random day that I popped onto the gym. And I was like, yeah, kind of like, fuck it. Like, I mean, I'll go for it because these two, there's something in the air. And then this random guy, what was his name? I don't remember his name, but he was super nice. Offered to spot, and I was just gonna I was trying to lock in for it. But then when this dude came along and he said like, "Oh, do you want to spot?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, if I zone in, like for my deadlifts, I will just sort of zone for like minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. It's like I don't want to waste the guy's time and like just go for it. And then it was like the nicest thing ever. Like it was ridiculously nice. And so maybe just I don't know. It was a weird thing. Usually I'd be like, imagine like up the stakes. Imagine like your child and like future wife are just like there, and like they're gonna get crushed by a car. But there was just none of that. It was it was just okay. Just lift the weight, and it was like, bam. I mean, there was like there's a wonderful point in a bench press where I think you know if you have it or not, and it's on the up, and it's like if you imagine my arm, okay, I think it might be there. Like this is like the crux point, because then you can still go here. But if you can get to like here, you can then just and then you got it. And I got it so well. And it nearly like shot out my arms, and I racked it onto like the one too high up. It's like awesome. But yeah, and I'm happy with it. I mean, my tool friend pointed out to me that I seem quite like unsatisfied. That's not what he said, but I don't really get excited by much stuff. Like, I mean, I look like super happy now, but this dude is like so gassed he got 80, and it's wonderful every time he gets something, and every time my friends get something, they're really, really happy with it. And I wonder if, and he said to me, like, I remember when you got 100, and like you weren't even happy for like the day, like you were just like, yeah, I got it. And back to normal. And I am like, I'm just back to normal now. I'm like the same James. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm happy I got 110, but like, it's just a thing, innit? Like, I'm not like, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'll like do a little bit of like looking into it. But there are people who have like dopaminergic brains. So I remember seeing something about Mr. Beast saying that this dude will have, like, if he has like a 300 million view YouTube video. I don't know where I heard this. I think I heard it on a podcast somewhere. He'll be annoyed there wasn't like 330. And I don't think I'm like that. I'm not like more. But I know just stuff kind of is. And yeah. Woohoo! I don't know. There's my little yap stash. I'm 100% going to record other videos because I'm loving it. Like, this is one of the things that I just like enjoy doing. Even if it's not super algorithmic, like 10% of people are sticking around for this. There's like, those are the 10% of people I want, man. Like, if you enjoy this, like, enjoy it. I dropped my phone in water, by the way. Like 4 days ago was when I did something. You can't overthink breakups. Well, it might be 5 days ago now. And then literally the next day I was shaving, just dropped my phone in water, and I've had to have it off for like 2.5 days. And I think it's good. I chat GPT'd on the phone that was just soaked. It went fully under, like it was in the microphone. So I did this, like I turned it, and like just the charging port, just a bunch of water came out. So bad. But on that phone, I was just like searching out what to do. It's like immediately turn the phone off. It's like, no, I need to read the rest of your instructions, man. And yeah, but hopefully I don't have like corrosion or anything. And it should be good. I mean, I've got a few weeks with it at least, hopefully, which is like what it says. And I'm pretty sure it's fine. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the yap sesh, and I'm going to go try and make a more productive, focused video. Now, I don't really know what about. Probably, let me do a gym one. Because I need to do a gym one. My name's James. Jim. Oh, it's beautiful. Bad self-dog shit. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.